Failure of a codominant stem. Massive inclusion. See it all the time. This tree's supposed to be, you know, a single leader tree. Not have all these multiple codominant stems. And, you know, here's another one. Big inclusion right there. So these problems can be fixed, like I say all the time. You know, when the tree was, you know, a lot smaller. You know, 10-inch. Less than that. 5-inch. That inclusion was there. Someone came along at some point and installed a cable right there. It looks like it's about 3 feet long. Somewhere up in there. I can't even really figure out where they put it. I mean, the biggest problem with that is cables are supposed to be installed 2/3 of the way up in the tree, and it wasn't, and I don't see any reason why it couldn't have been. But so, you know, we're tree preservation minded as an organization, and the client really wants to know, can I keep the tree? Is there any way that we can preserve it? Well, I don't think so. You've lost so much of the canopy. The tree's going to struggle horribly. And it's split all the way down. So, unfortunately, I think this one's a goner. And that's a real shame. Because that just opened up a whole lot of space in this yard and just changed the mysticism that this yard once had with its low sweeping branches. Beautiful deck that they're having redone so that now they can sit and look in an open space. Although, in retrospect, if you think about it, this is an opportunity now to get it done right. And an opportunity to educate about why a certified arborist with some really good pruning knowledge and caring for the tree when it's small and young early in its life and maintaining that care in cycles of every 3 to 5 years can avoid this happening again. This is just really sad. I mean, the bottom line is we can't replace them as fast as they're coming down. And they're not really coming down or dying because they're just old and dying like living organisms do. They're coming down because they're not properly cared for. This tree actually had 2 cables put in at some point. But bottom line is, they weren't high enough up in the tree. So that's part of the problem. So I'm sure we're going to hear the sounds of chainsaws running here pretty soon. Top of that, massive stem girdling roots. There's the anchor, ripped right out of the tree. It's like a crime scene. Here's the victim. There's a shell casing. Here's more evidence of a crime. Because it is. It's pretty much criminal.